I'm holding 20 Ghana Cedi notes, not crumpled and not squeezed or folded in any way, averagely like the way it will be in my wallet. And this one, just junk really, just shredded notes from the Bank of Ghana. But we're bringing you this premise on a certain preamble because we have to compare the average Ghana Cedi note to a foreign one like the US dollar. And which one are you likely also to find defaced and virtually at the mercy of the user? Your guess is as good as mine. Usually squeezed, faded, or torn. The poor handling of the notes is unduly costing the country, we're told. But how exactly? Forgive Amedeka explores this on today's AM Business Edition.
The treatment often meted out to the Ghanaian cedi by most people leaves a lot to be desired. Some cedi notes are so rumpled that the moment they are handed to you, you quickly reject them. Though people have complained relentlessly about how the Ghanaian cedi is treated, nothing really has been done to correct this social ill. Most often, market women are accused of being the worst culprits when it comes to handling of the Ghanaian cedi.
I say the way you handle no so account. Now your market for titri and baby see na anything. To say be for ni and go for yen be for no na ya masika ni efin. I don't know, say, and ya na masika ni efin. So I didn't efin na some of the breya, yes, they went to Tanisa. I have and some of the breya, yes, they make it Tanisa. Moka say, yene yes can if you any day and Scania Tata. Unya so much a siana efi. Unya so moana efi. Yes, a mobile Sicano, na Sicano Mube do. Na ya tongue idea. A Jumano Bacosa. I can't pay.
Oh, no, when I dig out, Mamma see it. And you look at teaching us is a video, son of Lenaga. Master and Uncle Sonaga, on an Nonagabas.
In Ghana, where Mamma said that I am looking back to Ghana. Though me at least, Cafe put in my zone. The sugar before use. I'm what I'm on. I'm going to skin TV, I'm going to skin radio, I'm going to skin takada, skin paper. The end is actually used takada. I see you don't put in your body. Not sure that you come out. You would maybe what to put in one with the eye. She said to me, need not so much.
However, they cannot be faulted as a result of the work they do. It's a quite interesting development that some churches have also engaged in the rumpling of the Ghanaian cedi before dropping in the collection bowl during offering. Because most people are not familiar with the use of purse and wallets, the currency is mostly tossed into handbags, pockets, and often tied in the waist cloth. In as much as most public transport conductors tend to be perceived as less educated, they turn out to be one of the few people who handle the Ghanaian currency with utmost care.
Oh, Nani, Sky, you can get Nani. Oh, me never sky, and again, I cross. And it's more than it. Hey, okay, honey, my head. I cannot check him. It's kind of like a living of who find any the check mark, it's more than it.
It is amazing to see people handle the foreign currency with a lot of caution, yet they carelessly crumple the Ghanaian cedi. The question is, how was the education done such that even the slightest cut on the foreign currency is rejected?
The US dollar stands as a currency. Maybe that has a value as compared to our currency, but it's just too poor. I would suggest, we intensify education. The market women, at least it should cut across all the spectrum of activity in Ghana, because the currency is the bedmark of our economy. And if we handle it in that way, I don't think it's too good.
The market women, they have a waistband on their stomach that they just squeeze the money and then put it inside. We look at the maids or the people who sell across the road, they have containers that they squeeze the money and then drop it inside. All these things, it doesn't augur well for our currency. Within the shortest possible of time, it has actually spoiled, so it's very weak. So Bank of Ghana has to spend another money to take all this money out of the system or the economy.
It is the Bank of Ghana's integrity that is at stake when the currency is dirty, when there are a lot of counterfeits in it. And so we are making sure that those unacceptable tricks on the bank rules do not get reintroduced into the market. Our ladies association are involved in the currency education, often taking the form of a keep fit walk with brass band procession, and then as they go about, they distribute the leaflets and talk to, especially engage the market women who handle the currency moves on the proper way of handling the money. I.e., if it is in check, putting it in an envelope, getting the wrapper with pockets, and so as you take the money, making sure you don't soil it with maybe oil, stains from fresh fish and things like that. It is something that we always do. But beyond that, the Bank of Ghana is implementing what we call a clean note policy. And the directive to the banks is that any deposits of banknotes that they receive would not have to be issued out in the same manner that it came in. It has to be processed. And by processing, we are saying you should use machines to sort the money. Some of our market women, even for fear that the money may get vanished, have been biting the teeth or the edges of the money. And this is things that we will try to educate them about.
Yet the Ghanaian cedi will be accepted no matter its state. It is sad to come to an obvious realization that some of the people who form the elite in society are expected to know better are the worst keepers of the Ghanaian currency. The fact that you have the right to handle your own currency or money does not mean you should treat it anyhow. It is now time for massive education on how the Ghanaian cedi should be treated as compared to the foreign currency.
So the don'ts are, we shouldn't squeeze our currency, we shouldn't scramble our currencies. When you are giving money to your child to take to school, don't squeeze it and put it in the pocket. Get a small wallet for your child and then you put the money inside. And with this, when we all do that, we'll notice that we will always have fresh currency, to do our transactions.
And we have to give thanks to Forgive America and the rest of the AM business team for that story. And when we handle the Ghana Cedi note poorly, that's how it becomes shredded by the Bank of Ghana under tight security. So please make sure that you don't mishandle the Ghana Cedi notes. But, well, that'll be it for AM Business. As always, you can watch the editions of the show uploaded on our YouTube channel, Major Online TV. But next, we have to talk AM Business. I'll be having in the studio the Member of Parliament for Ikapim South, Obiamwa is in the studio. He's also a Deputy Minister. And then he'll be in the studio alongside George Lowe, former Member of Parliament for North Dine. And for all the things we'll be talking about, all of them know the law, legal practitioners. So we'll have a lot more to talk about. Subject of special prosecution by the special prosecutor, and then also the latest scandal involving bossed and contaminated fuel. All up next on AM Talk. Do stay up.